there is a disconnect between what this government is doing and the communication to the general public. And I think that is where the problem is, that this government is doing the best that it can for this country, but those who are supposed to be benefiting from it do not understand that the actions being taken are they're actually for their own good. He brought in the issue of Gen Zs, and I think this is where the disconnect is. When the government wanted to raise taxes on imported sanitary pads, the Gen Zs and probably the people's economists, when you know the issue of social media, they went out and said now the government does not want to use our young ladies who have no jobs, they don't have money, now they are now taxing our pads so that we can even, and they went to demonstrate with showing how government is so insensitive. And yet the government, what was trying to do was to discourage importation so that we can spur local manufacturing, which is going to create jobs for those Gen Zs, those jobless youth. See, so there's a very big disconnect. The government wants to do something good for the people, but the people reject it for some reasons, sometimes most of the time politically, but yet it is for their own good. Perhaps yesterday in Parliament, just a recent case in Parliament when we were raising, we were debating some amendments to the finance bill. There was an issue of tiles where the government now, that bill was trying to impose higher taxes on imported tiles. Ceramics in imported, but okay, well, it was mainly we are discussing about tiles. But ceramics generally, so that we can spur. And there was data to show that now we have enough local manufacturers whereby if they are shielded, because we cannot compete with the Chinese manufacturers, and certainly we cannot compete. We are not at the same level. Our economies are not at the same level. Those jobs are done there. We want those jobs to be done here. Who will benefit from those jobs? I'm already a member of Parliament. So it is those Gen Zs. But you see now, there were people opposing on the floor of the House that no, if you increase, then construction will be unaffordable. No, it's going to be cheaper because we are going to use our local tiles where the capacity to manufacture ceramics is here. So the president's main problem, and I think that's where we as a country, is the communication between the plans for the government, for the nation, and those who are supposed to benefit from it. He talked about the donation. It's so sad. To me, it was actually political. How can you go to tell somebody that we need a bus, we are having this project, and you expect him to do nothing? Even as I'm here, I still have requests from my local churches where they want to build something. I have some requests from local mosques where they are saying the roofs are leaking. Now, if I assist, is that political? Should somebody reject after telling me that I have this problem? So I think it's high time that we really separate politics and faith. Otherwise, the issue of rejecting money donated to you after you have requested for it, I think to me, certainly is political, not a matter of faith. But generally, it's high time. Where the government, to me, actually is failing is communication. I think we need to put more emphasis. We need to tell Kenyans more of what is best for them, the intentions that are good for them, rather than letting those who are opposing the government politically to run away with it. They spin everything and look bad even when the intentions are very good.
Mheshimiwa Sosion, in 2022, and I'm sure you've seen these very interesting memes that have come out lately, the black shadows. And one is saying in 2022 there was begging for votes. In 2024, quote unquote, Pepo Chafu is one.